It's Sunday, so that means it's time for another featured creature. There's no shortage of animals in our area. Today, photojournalist Dakota Castile introduces us to an animal that recently went missing from a local rescue.
On this week's featured creature, we're learning more about a familiar face. Check out how this ambassador animal is able to call Chattanooga's Nature Center her home.
We're here with Evie, and she is a bobcat.
Let's start with her story. Why is Reflection riding her home?
She was actually stolen from the wild when she was a kitten. Her and her brother was taken by a well-meaning individual. They found her and her sibling with her dead mother. This individual took them home, tried to raise them, and figured out very quickly that that is a bad idea. Her brother did end up passing away. Then Evie was turned over to a rehab facility, and after spending some time there, they deemed her unreleasable due to her habituated nature to humans. They gave us a call, and she spends the rest of her life here at Reflection Riding with us, helping to educate the public about bobcats.
Can you talk about why it can be a bad idea to keep a bobcat, for example, as a pet?
These are wild animals. They have instincts that make terrible, terrible pets. The bobcats, from the time they're 6 months old, they get kicked out from home and they live solitary lives. They are not made to be around other animals or people, and they're actually highly aggressive and highly territorial. So they end up hurting the people that are taking care of them more often than not, because they're not supposed to have those social interactions.
Evie here doesn't look to be all that threatening, just judging from her size. However, what are some things bobcats are capable of despite that?
They are extremely powerful animals. They are capable of jumping about 12 to 15 feet straight up in the air. They can jump straight forward about 10 feet. Even though she only weighs about 14 pounds, on average a female would weigh about 15 pounds. They're still capable of taking down about a 200-pound deer by themselves.
What are some of the things that they can eat, and do they have a relationship with their primary food source?
Bobcats are generalists, meaning that they will eat a variety of different types of foods. They will eat mice, moles, voles, squirrels, birds, ducks. Their absolute favorite food is actually rabbit. The rabbit populations and bobcat populations are cyclical with each other. So as rabbit populations increase, so do bobcat populations, and as rabbit populations decrease, so do bobcat populations. And it's just another example of how nature works hand in hand with each other. So it's really cool.
Bobcats are able to use their sense of hearing to dive down to about 10 feet deep in snow to capture their prey. For this week's featured creature, I'm Dakota Castile.
And as a professional said, they do not make good pets. To see this story again or any of our other featured creature segments, go to our website at newschannel9.com.